another random vlogging. I hope you guys are doing well and excited for this random vlog and coming along with us for the next couple days while we get into the festivities of the Easter weekend. Let's go ahead and start things off. While I make lunch, we can chat a little bit about a kind of a life update and what's been going on. So let's get that started. It just occurred to me that it might be kind of hard for you guys to hear me with the vent going over the stove. But we're gonna give it a shot anyways. For lunch today, I'm making rice and barbecue chicken. It's one of my favorites. So, you guys are watching this on Easter Sunday, so happy Easter and all that fun stuff. One thing that I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about was the break I took last week. I took a break so that I wouldn't have a mental break. I was trying to film the next episode of Messy to Minimal last week, and I remember like sitting on the couch and being like, okay, I need to get up and prepare to film, because you know I have to set things up before I film. I can't just walk in there and start filming. I have to get things ready, figure out what I want to do, and I couldn't even get my brain to wrap itself around what sections I wanted in my room. And like when I started, I had my sections for the kitchen like a week before I started filming. Same with the dining and living room, same with the girls' room. I knew what I was going to tackle, but I could not get my brain to focus. I just kept thinking about Ella's appointments, and I kept thinking about like, what are we going to do? What are the results going to be? How are we going to go about this? Which it's kind of crazy when you think about it, because Naomi is deaf, and so we've had a deaf kid for 2 years, almost 3 years. She'll be 3 in November. So we've been living that life. We already are in the middle of that. So I don't know why the idea of having another deaf kid was so scary to me. And maybe it's because we're having such a hard time right now with Naomi with her communication. She was saying words and like starting to put things together and starting to talk, and we were really excited. And then we just like all of a sudden regress after her cochlear implant, which is typical for a kid who gets a cochlear implant. They kind of revert to listening instead of trying to talk and mimic. And sometimes, what our audiologist said at least, sometimes kids who get a cochlear implant will either focus solely on talking, or they'll focus solely on sign and they'll listen, but they won't speak. They'll just sign. Well, Naomi started doing nothing. No talking, no signing. She stopped everything. She just started crying and like screaming whenever something is wrong or whenever she wants something. And I try to bring her something. She's like, that's not what I wanted. And then she's like, bah! And then she started with the, I don't want to wear the CI, I don't want to wear the hearing aid. And we've been living that life for 6 months now. So that's been interesting. So that, I think that frustration with trying to figure out how we can help Naomi, compounded with I could potentially have this starting over again with another kid, was just like too much for my brain to handle. I was just like, nope, I can't do it. Not this week, not right now. That's too much. So the great thing about doing YouTube is the flexibility to be able to say, I'm going to give myself a mental break. And you guys were so understanding and like helpful with your comments and being like, take the time you need. Another reason why I wanted to take the break and why I felt like it was a good idea to take the break was because not this week that's coming up, that was just starting, but the week after that, we're going to be out of town for a week for Naomi's appointments, and then the following weekend we will also be out of town for a birthday party out of state. So, you know, lots of traveling coming up. So I thought, let me take the break right now, because next week I need to pre-film for all the time that we're going to be gone, so I have to make double videos, which is not a big deal. I like doing that. I did that during Vlogmas when we were going to be out of town for appointments, and when we had stuff coming up that I wasn't going to be able to film and post, I made videos beforehand to have ready to go. So that should hopefully still be the case. That Sunday's video of that week that we're going to be gone is going to be a vlog of what happened while we were gone. These are all follow-up appointments. We're not expecting anything crazy. They're just our regular checking in and making sure everything's good. But I thought while we were hanging out today, we could work on the Easter baskets. Shout out to my sister for getting the girls the cutest little vintage Easter baskets I've ever seen. I'm going to link my sister's Etsy shop down in the description. She does vintage finds and sells them on Etsy, and she does really great stuff. Finds so many cute things. She found these little Easter baskets at a thrift store. Aren't they super cute? I need to take these tags off. Okay. I got them off. How cute. I'm excited. I have some really cute stuff to go in here. And the last time I did an Easter basket, last year? Was that last year? No, I don't think I did an Easter basket last year because I had just had Ella and I wasn't going out by myself yet. But I did an Easter basket when I was pregnant with Ella that year. And I didn't know I was pregnant with Ella yet. And I got Naomi this custom cup from Etsy, and she hates it. She's never used it, not once. Well, it's because this is like a plastic sippy cup instead of like a squishy one like she has now. And now she just drinks out of a straw cup. So what I need to do is find a conversion thing that I can get a lid that will go on that and then just get a straw. That would work better, I think, than that. So anyways, this time around I didn't get anything crazy. I just got some generic things. I got a giant thing of puffs over there. And I'm going to put one thing of puffs in each one. I got them each a bubble wand with a bunny on it from Walmart. I got all their stuff except for those puffs at Walmart. I got them these little bunny popper things. They have these at Naomi's therapy place. It's a monkey with a ball, and they love it. So I thought I'm going to give them each a bunny. And then I got them these. I do not expect them to eat them. I actually expect me and Kevin to eat them, but they'll just be cute in the basket. So that's what I got. So I'm keeping it super simple, super affordable. I think I spent $5, and that was it. We will put those together after I eat. Also, just with life in general, we're kind of in the middle of a lot of transitions. Transitioning Naomi and preparing for preschool this fall is one of the big transitions that we're going through. She has been referred to seating clinic, so she's going to get a medical wheelchair for school. It's not because she needs a wheelchair. She can walk. She just has cerebral palsy. She has diplegic cerebral palsy, which is cerebral palsy that affects specifically her lower half of her body, her legs. And so that makes it really hard for her to walk, and she gets really fatigued super fast. So with her going to school in the fall, the idea is that we want her to have a chair so that she can get through the whole school day. The preschool that she's going to is a 4-day preschool, and it's not all day, but it pretty much is because of riding the bus. Which she's going to ride the bus, which is another reason why she needs a chair. But I'm like, oh my gosh, the bus! I could drop her off, and we may decide that that's best for her, but we'll see. So anyways, she's going to seating clinic to get a chair, and then we're going to get a handicap placard for the car, which is just like beyond my wildest dreams. I thought I would be like in my 80s before I got one of those. It was really interesting. I was thinking about this the other day. When Naomi's older, like when she's an adult, and she's a mom of her own, maybe, potentially, and she's like sleeping, and her baby is crying, how is she going to know that the baby is crying? Like, I feel like I hear them, but then I also feel like I just know. Like, I just wake up and my mom senses are like, "Ma," but that probably has a lot to do with my hearing. So I was looking it up online. They have these mats that you put under the baby, or in the baby's room, like a monitor, so you can hear the baby. Then it goes under your pillow, and it vibrates when the baby cries, and it flashes lights like on a thing on your nightstand. And I was like, that is so cool. And you know what? I hope her kids do the same thing she did to me when I was trying to teach her how to sign. Because she's deaf, so she knows that she cannot hear me talking, and I can't communicate with her unless she's wearing her devices or she's looking at me. So when she was really young and she didn't like what I was doing or what I was trying to get her to do, and I was signing to her, she would look away. And she wouldn't look at me. And I'm like, oh, I hope you're trying to tell your kids something in ASL, and your kid is like, I'm like, oh man, that was really frustrating season. She doesn't do that anymore. She just doesn't make eye contact anymore. Which we're going to the eye doctor, but they couldn't get us until June. So we're going to the eye doctor in a couple months. But that's crazy. That's nuts. June is in a couple months? What? This year is flying by. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish making my lunch, and I'll check back in with you guys when we're ready to put together those Easter baskets. What is up, everybody? Checking back in. So, I did make the Easter baskets yesterday. We're going to do that right now. But today we went and spent the whole day with Kevin's family. We celebrated Easter, had some fun, and hung out. And the girls got to spend some time with their grandparents, which was much needed. So, first things first, I'm going to get some pups out to start these Easter baskets with. I also, last night, when I was not making my Easter baskets, I took a break and did my nails. These are my Easter nails. Thank you, thank you. I didn't do acrylics. I just decided to paint my natural nails. So I just shaped them a little bit and then painted them with gel polish. And that was just because I was lazy. And this took me way less time than doing extensions, which I'll probably do extensions later on this month, before our trip. So, let's see. Ella absolutely loves this one, which is the fig berry. And Naomi likes cranberry orange. So, I'm going to start them off with puffs in each one. I'm actually going to face the camera so you guys can see the baskets, and then I'm going to talk while I'm putting them together. Okay, so puffs in each one. I think that's good. And then I've got these bunnies. Perfect. Some bubbles. I kind of feel like I want the bubbles to be like that. No. I want the bubbles to kind of be in the back and give a little bit of support to the baskets. That's what I'm thinking. There we go. Then I've got their popper bunnies. I'm going to take them out of the packages so they're ready to go. We've got the popper bunny. Put a ball in its snout. Let's get the second popper bunny out. Got this bunny with a ball in its snout. Stick that down in here. This is going to kind of give a little bit of some structure to these baskets. And a little pop of color. Alright, now I'm going to show you. I think they turned out super cute. The little bubbles all ready for tomorrow. So I think that's really good. I'm so excited for tomorrow, for this Easter. Like, it's gonna be so fun. We're gonna go hang out with some family tomorrow after church. So I am definitely not taking the vlog with me because you guys will be watching this tomorrow. So I am gonna go ahead and end this one here. Thanks for coming with me, guys, for a random vlog. We have a lot of fun things coming up in the next few months as we're getting ready to go into summer. So if you guys are excited about hanging out here with us, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you can be notified next time that I have a video. Our next video is going to be the messy to minimal on Wednesday, followed by the spring clean with me on Friday. We did some spring cleaning around the kitchen, and so we're going to move into the living room and dining room for our next set of spring cleaning, which involves probably my windows, if I had to guess. I'll probably vacuum out my tracks and do a little bit of that for our spring cleaning. So if you guys are excited, be sure to come back and we will see you guys on Wednesday. Once again, thanks so much. Welcome to all the new people, and I cannot wait to see you guys all very, very soon. Bye!